Today we're taking a look at the solar powered fountain. This fountain has been sent to me for this review, and it does offer quite a bit of different features that we are going to be going over. The first thing I want to show you is the fountain itself and kind of how it works. So what this is just a little pump that sucks water up through the nozzle here and then shoots out the water from whatever nozzle that you have on. When you get it, you do have to put it together. It's just a few pieces. So the bottom piece is just going to go right through this hole here, put on the next piece. It's going to be labeled an A piece, and then you put on this B piece, which you have two pieces of if you want to extend the nozzle, and then you have whatever top that you want on, so you can choose between the different water flows that you want. On the pump here, you do have a filter, and that is removable and washable. You just want to wash it off with some water, and they do offer 3 of those. When you put it in the water, you have 2 different ways to do that. You can suction it to the bottom of whatever you are placing it in, making sure that the head stays above the water, because if it is underwater, it will not properly work, as you can see there. So if you are submerging it all the way under, you do want the top just to be out a little bit so it can shoot that fountain out. They do also provide you with this foam pad. The way you're going to use this is to place it on the pump, and what that does is allow the fountain to float. So if you have something a little deeper, like a fish pond or something like that, you can still use the fountain while it is floating. When it is in the water, there is a water sensor, and that sensor is right here. So that has to be submerged at all times in order for the fountain to work, and that is used as a safety feature, so this is never running without any water. Like I mentioned, there are different nozzles that you can choose from, so you can change the spray of the fountain, and these are very easy to switch out. All you have to do is remove the top and just place on another one that you would like. Here's the solar panel that powers the fountain, and it does have about a 10-foot power cord, so you can be quite a ways away from wherever you have your fountain. With this solar panel, there are 2 different ways that you can mount it. First way is, of course, like you see here, just having it staked into the ground, and it just sits right on top of it. Or they do also provide you with mounting hardware, so you can mount this to the side of a building, side of a tree, so you can use it that way. It is also adjustable, so if we loosen this, we can adjust it to get the best angle of the sun. And then if for some reason you need to remove the mounting piece, you can very easily by just sliding it off. With this being solar powered, it's not like this can die and then you can take it inside and charge it. This is solely based on the sun. So if it's cloudy and your fountain is not working, you will just have to wait for the sun to come out in order for this to work. Like I said, there is no alternative way to using this besides the sun. But this is a really good solar panel. It has been cloudy most of the day, and it's still picking up enough sunlight to power the fountain. So that's the first way to use the fountain. The second way they have is kind of what makes this a DIY fountain. They provide you with this tubing. So with the tubing, you wouldn't be using the fountain nozzles, you would just be using the pump itself, and you can feed this into ponds, fish tanks, or however you decide to use this hose. This is a 5-foot hose, and you can trim it down if need be. So that's really everything about this solar powered fountain. I think it's a really nice fountain. It's going to add to the decorative look of little fish ponds, gardening areas, or if you have just a little water decoration in your yard, this is going to add to that. And it's also going to look really good in bird baths, and it's going to keep water moving. It's going to keep circulation going, keep water fresh, and if you do have this in a fish pond, it's going to also help with that oxygen getting in there. So that is the solar powered water fountain. So if you're looking to add a little bit of decoration into the water areas in your yard, I would recommend this solar powered fountain.